like to use my platform, my social media sorry. They are
Okay, one more time. Sorry. Twice. We will read the question twice. Time first. A wrong question. Okay, we are all live. Just relax, everyone. The competition is very tough. Relax lang lahat. Anyway, we will go further and smooth. Doc? Doc? Okay, let's go. Let's have another question. Oh no, same question. Nakshi, ulitin ko. Let's have this. Again, as of June 2025, an estimated 139,610 Filipinos were diagnosed with HIV. Though only about 66% of those individuals were on treatment, highlighting a critical need for urgent action and improved access to care according to the World Health Organization. The question only is here, in connection, how would you convince those people living with HIV who are not on antiretroviral therapy to manage their infection?
Again, education is the seed from which understanding grows. So I will still focus on educating our people. And how am I going to do it? I will use my online platform, my influence, in order for me to be able to educate them. Post something that is connected to antiretroviral therapy. By doing so, I will definitely help them be informed. I have 120,000 followers that can definitely reach a lot of audiences. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 40, Casey Pakulan.
Okay, we're all live. Of course, please lang sa ating general audience, kindly please refrain from any unnecessary noise para marinig po ng ating mga horado. Let's go. Okay, our second semifinalist, number 47. Wow, Billy Lapita niya daw.
From Tarlac
You're so
province.
calm.
Congratulations, Billy.
Welcome to Mindanao, Billy.
Thank you. It's my first time here in Mindanao. Tuna is so good. Thank you, Jen.
And so, it's your first time. This is your first time experience. Answer the question. Quickly is good. Joke. Papakalma lang na. Go. And your question is, Sir Jolo? Yes, okay.
I chose number 1.
Question number 1, please.
Okay.
Here we go. Same-sex couples cannot legally adopt jointly in the Philippines because same-sex marriage is not recognized by law. However, LGBTQ individuals can adopt a child as single petitioners under Republic Act 11642, otherwise known as the Domestic Administrative Adoption and Alternative Child Care Act of 2022. But there have been cases where such applications have been denied under the good moral character criterion due to societal views on homosexuality. Comment on this issue. Again, you want me to read again?
Yes.
Same-sex couples cannot legally adopt jointly in the Philippines because same-sex marriage is not recognized by law. However, LGBTQ individuals can adopt child as single petitioners under Republic Act 11642, otherwise known as the Domestic Administrative Adoption and Alternative Child Care Act of 2022. But there have been cases where such applications have been denied under the good moral character criterion due to societal views on homosexuality. Comment on this issue.
As what was mentioned in the question, because of the views of the people towards homosexuality, we are not being considered to become a parent, which is very saddening and frustrating. Let us remember that being a parent should not be measured based on your gender, but on how you are going to showcase unconditional love to the child that you are going to adopt. Everyone should be capable of living or adopting children. It's because it's very important that we showcase true love, we should not be measured by our gender, but our capability, loving, financially, emotionally. Those are the things that we should be considering in adopting a child, not our homosexuality.
Thank you so much, number 47, Billy Lapitan Yadaw. And now let's have candidate number 34, Miel Maria Garcia.
Second pa lang yung Jolo. I'm zipping my mouth, Samantha. Hi, Nak. Oh my God, the immaculate Miel Marie. How are you?
I'm nervous because my mother-in-law is here.
Mother-in-law. Mommy D is there. Okay, Miel Marie, pick the question, please. I mean, Ma'am Jinky. Charot. Okay, good luck, Nakshi.
I luckily picked number 7.
Okay. I'll read the question twice. Listen carefully. Sex reassignment surgery, or SRS itself, is not illegal in the Philippines. However, Filipinos who undergo SRS cannot legally change their name and sex on official documents, a right denied by the Philippine Supreme Court in 2007, based on existing laws that lack provisions for such changes. Comment on this matter. Once again, sex reassignment surgery, or SRS itself, is not illegal in the Philippines. However, Filipinos who undergo SRS cannot legally change their name and sex on official documents, a right denied by the Philippine Supreme Court in 2007, based on existing laws that lack provision for such changes. Comment on this matter.
Well, I really feel sad that we are not allowed to change our names and sex. As a transgender woman, I have undergone sexual reassignment. However, if people cannot accept that fact, we should give them enough time to process it. Maybe this is not the perfect time, but I believe that time will come. They will accept it wholeheartedly. We should always remember that we should trust the process. And time will come that we will be allowed to change our name and sex in our Philippines or in our papers. And remember this, it is not our name and sex that matters. It is the compassion and love that we give to one another.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Just on time, number 34, Miel Marie Garcia. And now let's have number 31, Stacey Ravena.
Hi, Elle.
This is gonna be fun and exciting. Oh, see, it's just started.
Let us see if that will be a minus or an additional point. Are you ready?
Mi, ug di magiko kadaog ikaw ni bahala miha.
Okay, Nakshi. Let's have your question. Unsa mo, di ako magaling magbisaya. Kinsay magbibisaya? Ikaw?
Kabalo ko magbisaya, but dili kay ko hawod.
Okay, your question is there.
Question
Okay.
number.
You know how to open the doorknob, you do not know how to open this. Oh my God. Stacey, unsaon taman, naawa.
Naani oy makoronahan man ko. Ah!
Okay, you pick.
Love the spirit.
You pick question number 5. Nakshi, Stacey, on the monitor, please.
I'll read the question twice for you. Maglisod man taani kung ma-request check translate sa Bisaya, oy.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Concealment of one's homosexuality before marriage can be a valid ground for annulment in the Philippines, as it constitutes fraud under Article 45, Section 3 of the Family Code of the Philippines. According to a 2025 Supreme Court ruling, it is important to note that homosexuality itself is not the ground. Rather, the fraud involved in hiding it from the spouse is the basis for the annulment. Comment on this legal issue. Again, concealment of one's homosexuality before marriage can be a valid ground for annulment in the Philippines, as it constitutes fraud under Article 45, Section 3 of the Family Code of the Philippines. According to a 2025 Supreme Court ruling, it is important to note that homosexuality itself is not the ground. Rather, the fraud involved in hiding it from the spouse is the basis for the annulment. Comment on this legal issue.
Is it okay if dahil ang totoong mandirigma ay di magpataka nga bisag wa jud siya kasabot, but mangutana kay para sa ika maayo sa tanan, pwede i-translate into Bisaya or Tagalog ko.
I'll try sa Tagalog ko. Try ko. Paulit nga. Pero ang tanong lang, anak Stacy, maikli lang. Pwede paulit nga ang yung dulo lang. Kasi dulo lang naman ang sasagutin mo. Though the question are very tricky. Ayan. Kumbaga sa huli is... Yeah, oo. Ayon sa batas, sa Supreme Court, nandyan na, importante na dapat malaman na ang pagiging homosexual at pagiging bakla, hindi yun ang dahilan kung bakit tayo magkakaroon ng annulment. Hindi tayo maiaano sa batas ng pag-aasawa. Ang pinaka-hindi katanggap-tanggap ay yung itinago mo na ikaw ay bakla habang ikaw ay makikipag-asawa. Ano ang masasabi mo dito?
Mabito nang naay masudog maleta kay di man musaba nga kung unsa gyud siya. Mao na kung mo manguyab mo sulti na lang mas tinuod ug unsa gyud mo kay at the end kung love jud mo ana niya madawat mo magandang Jensen.
Wow, thank you so much, Stacey Rovena, candidate number 31. Kuya Jodoy.
I understood a little bit.
Really a show.
Okay, that is why this is Mandirigma. Let's go! Keep
Let's
fighting,
roll.
ladies!
And now
Up
let's
next,
have candidate number 39, Cara Olivia Ojales.
Woo, I'm enjoying. Hi, you're so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I am.
That's good. Okay, let's solve our question.
And you pick question number.
Okay. Just enjoy, okay?
Yes.
Be calm. Okay. The question is number... Ang hirap magpahaba ng kuko. It's only question number 2. I'll read it twice, okay? Good luck, be calm. The question is, same-sex marriage is not legal in the Philippines due to the family code's definition of marriage as exclusively between a man and a woman. While the 1987 Philippine Constitution does not explicitly prohibit same-sex union, it is also does not provide for them. What is your stand on this controversial legal issue? Once again, same-sex marriage is not legal in the Philippines due to the family code's definition of marriage as exclusively between only for men and women. So the question, while the 1987 Philippine Constitution does not explicitly prohibit same-sex unions, it also does not provide for them. What is your stand for this controversial issue?
Good evening. Indeed, same-sex marriage is not yet approved in our country. And as a Catholic person, I always respect the holy sanctity of the holy matrimony. And same-sex union, not all of us are aware of this. Through education, we will be able to amplify the voices of those people who wanted to love and to be loved. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters in the spectrum of the rainbow community, let us equip ourselves with knowledge in order for us to know our rights, because it is our right to love the person we love and to be loved by the person we love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, number 39, Cara Olivia Ojales. And now let's have number 8, IR John Ranes.
I'm watching the judges. Kaya pa? Hi, IR. Hello, Nak.
Congratulations.
Ready?
Thank you so much.
And now I think you're ready. Please
Relax.
speak.
Just relax.
your
Pick your
question.
question, Nak. Good luck. Okay. Beautiful questions.
She picked question number 3. I'll be reading the question twice. Hormone therapy, also known as gender-affirming hormone therapy or GAT, is available in the Philippines, particularly in Metro Manila. But access to this care can be challenging for trans Filipinos due to lack of widespread coverage by national insurance and limited availability outside major cities, resulting to some individuals denied of proper screening, counseling, hormone prescription, and regular monitoring. Comment on this. Again, hormone therapy, also known as gender-affirming hormone therapy or GAT, is available in the Philippines, particularly in Metro Manila. But access to this care can be challenging for trans Filipinos due to lack of widespread coverage by national insurance and limited availability outside major cities, resulting to some individuals denied of proper screening, counseling, hormone prescription, and regular monitoring. Comment on this.
As a trans advocate who aims to champion the causes of the LGBT community, I believe that trans healthcare is very important. And I am here standing in front of you, inspiring our government that we should have a trans healthcare or healthcare for LGBT members so that our LGBT brothers and sisters will be knowledgeable enough in transitioning themselves. And it should be first, policy and legal reform by enacting comprehensive anti-discrimination laws that protect transgender individuals in healthcare settings. Second, education and awareness by promoting educational program to combat social stigma to reduce discrimination and misinformation. Third, expanding access to trans healthcare services, including hormone replacement therapy, and our government must be responsible with this because our health is their priority.
IR John Rones, number 8. Thank you so much.
It's okay.
That was a really tough.
Are you okay? I love you.
Third time ko na kasi to, kaya I really have to do my best because it will be my last joining. So hopefully I was able to satisfy the judges with my answer.
You are. I love you.
Congratulations.
We love you. Good luck.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
let's have our semifinalist number 4, Maria Hard Nepolis. Hello, hawakan na lang natin. Yes, hi. How are you?
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm good, I'm beautiful, I am proud to be old. Okay, pick your question, anak. Okay, good luck, just relax. Okay, here is your question. Question number, exactly. Sang dozena, 12. To the monitor, please. Your question is, openly gay individuals can serve in the Philippine military and police, as the AFP and the PNP have no recruitment policy discriminating against the LGBTQIA+ community, thus offering equal opportunities and benefits. However, subtle discrimination and stereotyping still exist, as some recruits are expected to act with dignity and not exhibit traditionally feminine behaviors. Comment on this. Once again, openly gay individuals can serve in the Philippine military and police, as the AFP and the PNP have no recruitment policy discriminating against the LGBTQIA+ community, thus offering equal opportunities and benefits. The question, however, subtle discrimination and stereotyping still exist, as some recruits are expected to act with dignity and not exhibit traditionally feminine behavior. Comment on this.
As we all know, that discrimination is an ongoing issue, not only here in the Philippines, but across the globe. That is why I stand here as a diverse representation of someone who give you about the knowledge of SOGSC rights. It is not a privilege. It is a basic human right. Regardless of sexual orientation, gender, identity, expression, or sex characteristics, every individual should have the right to live with their own happiness. People should not be judged the way they look, they dress, the way we present ourselves, but judge us the way we contribute in society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria Hard Napoleon.
And now, we are ready to have number 7, Mikay Bautista.
Hi to Mom Jen Napoles. Mammy Jean.
Congratulations.
How are you?
Actually, I'm feeling static right now. I'm excited and also I feel so happy. I'm excited to try my best to answer that very long and hard question.
It's just long. Relax na.
And I'm
Mimi
happy.
Vice Ganda is watching, okay?
Oh, hello, yeah.
Watching you.
I'm
Just relax.
happy that I'm here and I hope I make all people proud tonight.
Just relax. Okay, Nakshi. Sir Jolo, please.
Here we go, and you pick question number. Question number 8. Here we go. Transgender people in the Philippines face significant challenges, including discrimination and a lack of legal protections. How would you convince the Philippine government, both national and local, to secure legal rights and improve access to healthcare and combat violence against transgender individuals? Again, transgender people in the Philippines face significant challenges, including discrimination and a lack of legal protections. How would you convince the Philippine government, both national and local, to secure legal rights, improve access to healthcare, and combat violence against transgender individuals?
First, I will use my voice and I will use my social media as a best platform for me to voice out. Because I believe, regardless who you are, what you are, we are all under the law. We all deserve to be protected by law when it comes to discrimination. Dahil lagi po natin pakakatandaan, karapatan nating mga miyembro ng bahaghari ang mabigyan ng proteksyon nang sa ganoon ay wala tayong takot kapag tayo ay lalabas ng ating mga pintuan. Hindi na tayo matatakot na kung sino man ang manakit, mangutya at mangapak sa atin. Well, this is the perfect time for us to voice out that please, government, protect us, not just for not being a LGBT.
Thank you so much, Miss Mikay Bautista.
Just in time. You
Just
were
on
good.
time.
You were excellent. Okay, this time, let's have Mandirigma number 32, Tamara Yvonne Willis.
Congratulations, Tamira. You have your microphone.
Okay. Mimi Vice Ganda is watching. Wow, hello Mimi Vice. Okay, let's have it. Your question. Okay, Tamira Yvonne Willis. Your question is, why are you wearing yellow gown? Charot. Okay, ang hirap buksan. Okay, number 6.
Number 6.
Question number 6, please. Homosexual Filipinos face a disproportionately high risk of mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation due to minority stress from discrimination and stigma, despite some evidence of resilience and positive coping. Question: what needs to be done to provide inclusive mental health care? Once again, homosexual Filipinos faced a disproportionately high risk of mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation due to minority stress from discrimination and stigma. Despite some evidence and resilience and positive coping, the question, what needs to be done to provide inclusive mental health care?
Okay, as a transgender advocate for Love Yourself, I've been sent to Manila for trainings, and fortunately, we're going to have a center for mental health exclusively. for LGBT. Well, I believe that the government should provide budget for that because demographically speaking, also in Negros Occidental, there's a huge number of individuals, especially homosexuals, who are suffering from mental health that cannot be reached by advocates like us. So as an advocate, I always give talk to universities and other facilities that we should be strong and be united because you are not alone. I do believe that mental health tantamounts to a strong physical health. I should say that we should be strong.
Thank you so much to Mira Yvonne Willis.
And now let's have number 37, Juliana Paviskova.
Another canary yellow lady. Pick your question, please.
What a lovely candidate we have. Congratulations.
Yes. Di tayo magkalaban dito, ha?
Hi.
Hello, and you pick question number.
Wala namang question dyan, eh.
Question
11.
number 11.
To the monitor, please.
Here we go. The proposed divorce bill seeks to provide absolute divorce as a legal remedy for irreparably broken marriages under specific grounds and judicial processes, with the goal of sparing children from the emotional strain of parental dispute and allowing divorced individuals to remarry as a future party to a marital union. Are you in favor of this proposed bill and why? Again, the proposed divorce bill seeks to provide absolute divorce as a legal remedy for irreparably broken marriages under specific grounds and judicial processes, with the goal of sparing children from the emotional strain of parental dispute and allowing divorced individuals to remarry as a future party to a marital union. Are you in favor of this proposed bill and why?
I am strongly believe that every one of us deserves a second chance to be loved, to love again, to be happy, and most of all is to build a very beautiful family. If the same-sex marriage will imply to our society through law, then there will be a divorce bill implied also to the LGBT community. But let us all remember, women, men, or part of the LGBT community deserves to have a second chance to love, because I believe no one should be left behind when it all boils down in loving a true from your heart, from your soul, because love exists forever, and that second chance deserves no more. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
That's
number
Juliana.
37, Juliana
Okay.
Paviskova.
Thank you so much. And here we go. Oy, kumpleto kami. Lars, parang kumpleto kami.
Kompleto.
Hi, Nak.
Okay, girls, we're back. Did you miss us?
Yeah.
Yes, we miss you.
Artista ang mukha.
All
Okay,
right.
Nak, pick your question and good luck. I'll fix your number first. Number 43, Lars Pacheco.
So this is question number 4.
Question number 4, please.
Good luck to the monitor. Should I? Okay, let's go now. Okay, I love you. I'm just reading the question. Choosing a life partner is one such fundamental choice and decision of two people to formalize their relationship must be accorded utmost dignity. Some people argue that legalizing same-sex marriage could lead to the erosion of Filipino traditional family values and societal norms. As a young lady, what is your stand on this issue? Once again, choosing a life partner is one such fundamental choice and the decision of two people to formalize their relationship, but must be accorded utmost dignity. Some people argue that legalizing same-sex marriage could lead to the erosion of Filipino traditional family values and societal norms. As a young lady, what is your stand on this issue?
When I was a child, I dreamed of walking down the aisle with the one I love. But right now, here in the Philippines, same-sex marriage has not been accepted, and we must accept that. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't need the sign of a priest to prove our true love. Because I believe that the true and real commitment doesn't dictate on what is written on the paper, but rather what is your stand and how you love each other. Because I believe that at the end of the day, wala mang papel, wala mang kasulatan, basta't kayo'y nagmamahalan, kayo ay magsasama panghabang buhay sa hirap man at ginhawa. For I believe, love always wins. Thank you, magandang Jensen.
Thank you so much, Miss Lourdes Pacheco.
Thank you so much.
And to complete our top 12, Naimat.
Okay, let's have Yang La Victoria. Kamusta ka?
I'm fine. How is everybody? I hope everybody's still enjoying.
And
Okay, pick your question. Jolo will
think
ask.
we only
I think
have
it's the last number na po.
one.
Yeah, I think it's number...
I don't know.
What's your
Not
guess?
familiar.
I do not know.
I can't remember any numbers. And you pick question number
Nine.
Number 9, please.
Okay.
Here we go. Women who were born male but identify as female have been breaking barriers and challenging traditional beauty standards today. A shift towards greater inclusivity and acceptance of diversity is now a growing trend. However, despite its acceptance to the pageant world, controversies are still surrounding the participation of transgender women in female beauty pageants. Should transgender women be allowed to share the stage with a natural-born women, and why? Again, women who were born male but identify as female have been breaking barriers and challenging traditional beauty standards today. A shift towards greater inclusivity and acceptance of diversity is now a growing trend. However, despite its acceptance to the pageant world, controversies are still surrounding the participation of transgender women in female beauty pageants. Should transgender women be allowed to share the stage with natural-born women, and why?
I believe that this question is in accordance to Miss Universe. If the organizers would allow it, then definitely I would support and clap for it. But personally, I believe that there is Miss International Queen for which we transgenders are welcome. Let's always take in mind that Miss Universe, if a transgender were to join, she's not there in aiming for the crown, but she's there for representation, for advocacy, for empowerment, for LGBT members, and not to become Miss Universe. Because at the end of each day, ladies and gentlemen, change and acceptance is the new frontier, so we should never neglect it. Thank you very much, magandang Jensen.
Thank you, Yang.
Thank you so much, Yang La Victoria, and that formally concludes tonight's preliminary interview competition.
We have heard our candidates speak, and we hope that our judges have seen a glimpse of their individual personalities as they spoke about their aspirations for the community. Good job, ladies.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we will be presenting a plaque of appreciation to the individuals who made this celebration possible. It will be handed over by our masters of ceremony as they read the citation.
And we would like to read the citation. Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 Local Government Unit of General Santos City, Mandirigma Philippines Association Incorporated. Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 Plaque of Appreciation. This plaque is awarded to Renil D. Andrade for the invaluable contribution and dedicated service exemplified as Event Artistic Director for Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, the national trans pageant held in General Santos City, given this 4th of September at Lagao Gymnasium, General Santos City, Philippines. Signed by the CEO, Mandirigma Philippines Association, Incorporated, Amihan Zamora.
Wow, congratulations, Sir Rinel, our National Director for Miss Mandirigma Philippines organization.
And also a flag of appreciation to the CEO of Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 and Mandirigma Philippines Association Incorporated, the one and only. A big round of applause to Miss Madam Amihan Zamora. Thank you once again. A big round of applause, guys, to our CEO.
And of course, to our National Director, Sir Rinel Andrade. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. We're just waiting, of course, for our top 5 finalists. Konting-konti na lang. Anong oras na dyan? Anong oras na dyan, Miss Puerto Rico? Ano na? Wow, ang bilis. Okay.
Friends, let's welcome back on stage our top 12 finalists.
Here we go as the anticipation reaches its peak and excitement fills the air. It is with great honor and privilege that we announce right now the top 5 finalists of this year's Miss Mandirigma Philippines.
At this point, I now have, or should I say, we're just waiting for the results here. So, thank you once again to Jessalyn you for my guns tonight. Emmanuel Castro, hair and makeup by Matrica May at Matt Centino.
Sariling gawa.
Yes.
Multi-talented.
To our first ever Miss Mandirigma, thank you for sitting there. You're so lovely. Your beauty never fades.
All right.
How about you? Say thank you once
I
again.
said it a while ago, and once again, thank you so much to Madam Jocelyn Yui Bundaon for my suit tonight, and to Clevin Bartolaba, Butuan City, for my first suit a while ago, and to the JR Castro, maraming salamat for my grooming, and to the rest of the Mandirigma Association Incorporated, maraming salamat for making this event possible this year.
And thank you so much, of course. Kahapon, nagpakulay ako ng buhok. Lumalabas na kasi yung mga wisdom hair.
Okay
So,
lang yun, parang highlights din.
Yes, kay Renata Nara Salon,
Wow.
of course. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much to My Nails, Tip and Drip in Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. My Smile of Africa, it's not from Namibia, it's from Ethel Ilox. So, ang galing mag-host na. Charot. Okay, and of course, what makes me young? Of course, the surgeon. Dr. Raybeck Sureles, maraming salamat po. And of course, lahat ng pampaganda, if you think positive, it will really have the result. Ayan na.
Eto na!
Mga kaibigan ko. Whew. At this point of time, now we have the results in our hand. Without further ado, are you ready, generals? Jolo?
From nearly 400 aspirants across the Philippines, we narrowed down to a record-breaking of 48 official Miss Mandirigma Philippines contestants. And we now have the last cut of the evening.
Whew. After a rigorous preliminary competition, the most determined and exceptional candidates have risen to the top. Our selection committee has chosen 12 outstanding semifinalists. Now, let's meet them once again.
General Santos City, the results are finally in. And now we are ready to announce the top 5 finalists. Who do you think will move forward to the final round of the competition?
Anong number? Number! Carla, what's your number? Sino bet mo? Number? No bias. Ay, bawal.
All
Anong
right.
number dito? Sino ang papasok sa top 5?
Okay, here we go, Naimat. We are so excited to announce this. You are the first to be the part of our top 5 candidate number. Number 8, IR John Rones.
Congratulations, IR. Join them. Still alive in the competition. You are the second semi-finalist for the top 5. Mandirigma number. Mandirigma 47, Billy Labitan Yadaw.
I can feel their happiness right now. And now moving one step closer to the crown is number 46, Yang La Victoria.
Woo. 2 more ladies to go. One of them locking down for the 4th spot is let's have candidate number 39, Cara Olivia Ojales.
Eight women remain, all hoping to claim a spot in the final round, but only one spot is left. Keeping her dream alive is number 34, Miel Marie Garcia.
Say hello to our final 5. One of these empowered ladies will be soon be crowned the next Miss Mandirigma Philippines. As exciting as it is to have made it this far, there's no time to celebrate just yet, because up next is the most crucial part of the competition, the final question and answer portion.
Woo! Miss
We love you,
Mandirigma
ladies.
Philippines, ladies and gentlemen, carries a great responsibility. And of course, as a global ambassadress, she must be sharp, quick, on her feet and able to communicate with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Get ready, because your answers in this final round may just be the key to making your dream come true tonight.
And listen carefully for the information of everyone's. Tonight, final questions were carefully crafted by people who know you very well, our esteemed panel of judges.
And speaking of that, guys, can we give a big round of applause to our panel of judges? Ma'am, sir, thank you so much. Ladies, here's how it goes. Your question will be read twice to ensure clarity. And after that, you may take your time to deliver your answer. And since all questions are in English, we assume that none of you will require an interpreter.
I believe everyone is ready, and so let's begin the final question and answer portion. Partner, let's go right here. Good luck, ladies. Oh my God. Oh, I'm seeing it's a competition between Luzon and Mindanao, right, IR? Good luck, good luck.
Wow,
Two ladies from Mindanao, 3 ladies from Luzon. It's really a tough competition. Sawadee ka. Suwaima.
Here we go, Naimad. I can feel the tension right now, and of course the spirit of support from our
Correct.
audiences.
Yeah, we will read. Okay, sa lahat ng mga nasa live audience ngayon sa Team Bahay, ulitin namin, 3 ang katanungan. Ang unang sasagot, doon didepende ang magiging tanong ng lahat. The uniform question will depend on our first candidate. Okay, are we ready? La
I
Gracia,
think they are
Lindsay.
ready. But we are checking if they are ready as well, our 4 finalists.
Okay.
We are making sure that they are right
Forward
now.
na ikaw, anak. IR, palakpakan po natin si IR. Wag na muna nating interviewin para makarelax siya. Okay? Team Bahay, tumama ba ang top 5 nyo? That is why I am saying this. It's really a surprise top 5. Kasi di natin alam. Everybody was just observing. And as what I've observed, really, they are all warrior in their own right.
That's true, Nai. And once again, listen closely. For the record, I have 3 cards here. Since you are the first to answer, you will be picking one of the 3 cards.
Okay,
and that
how are you,
automatically,
IR? Interviewing ko.
yun yung final question natin, Ayman.
Yes, correct. I love you, Jolo. But to make you calm, who did your makeup?
I actually did my makeup. So I am a makeup artist myself. So I did my
Wow.
makeup. I only hire my own hairstylist.
Wow. A while ago, you said this will be your last. You're still young. Me, I'm 50 years old. I'm still joining pageant.
That's why I am standing here for the 3rd time. From the very beginning that Miss Mandirigma has started from 2022, from 2023 that I became third runner-up, and finally right now, I am hopeful to win the crown because this is already my 3rd attempt. So I hope I will win tonight, and please,
Thank you.
padagan ako.
Thank you so much. It's not yet the final question, IR. But of course, now, Naimat,
Yes.
we are ready to give the 3
Question.
envelopes, and you have to pick one, and
Okay.
that will automatically be the final question.
Okay.
And before that, of course, we have our 4 finalists. We have to make sure that they
Hi,
are
ladies.
right now not hearing anything from outside.
Hello, ladies. Raise your hand if you can hear me. They cannot hear us. They're just pretending they cannot hear us.
I think they are ready, Nai. So here we go.
Okay.
I
IR,
have,
let's go. Probably itabi ko to para mas madinig.
ayun.
Okay,
I have
good luck,
3
Nachi.
questions here.
Wait,
Please pick
do
one.
we have a timer?
No, we don't have a timer,
No timer.
for this. No time limit.
Okay, this is the battle. Let's go. Nakshi, pick the question for all. Okay. The final question for all the remaining 4 finalists. Okay. A trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Once again, a trans woman has just awoken after having asleep for 100 years. What will you tell to her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality.
I will tell her she missed half of her life. She missed the transformation of the LGBT community situation. She missed how our warriors, the people who fought us, have fight for the equality that we have right now. It may not be equality on what we want, but please let us recognize that there are people who is given equality on us, equality in a way of loving us, respecting us, and accepting who we are. And in this day and age, why I can say that equality totally are not yet happening, it's because there are still lack of people who cannot understand our existence. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to exist in this biased world, the LGBT community face multitude of adversity, challenges, obstacles, and discrimination. But we keep fighting because in a world that often teaches us to fit into single box, the LGBT community boldly declare,
that we are human beings. We have a strength, we have the ability, and we have the courage to change the mind of the people who cannot truly accept us. And I am standing here in front of you to inspire everyone. Amino Dominus Deus Glorious. I do this for the greater glory of God. Magandang Jensen.
Thank you so much, IR John Oranes, finalist number 8. And now, let's have number 47, Billy Labitaniadao. Now, this is really tough.
Yes.
The toughest of the toughest.
I'm loving the question. How are you? Our friend also from Spain is here.
I'm sure not just our panel of judges
Yeah.
are having a hard time right now, but even our lovely audiences tonight.
Maria Luisa, our Miss Planet International is here.
Hi.
Are you okay? Relax first. What was the music?
I don't know, it was a rock music.
Maybe it's a rock.
Okay. Akala rock.
All right,
Okay,
Billy.
relax ka na, anak.
Yeah,
Jolo.
Okay, Billy, here we go. Congratulations.
thank you.
And
Thank
now-
you, judges.
I have here the final question. I'll be reading the question twice. Good luck. A trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Again, a trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age without gender equity, there is no gender equality.
Thank you for the question. I will tell that trans woman that before we are not recognized, we only have gays and lesbian. While you are asleep, we are in the process of battling in recognizing trans women, in recognizing other gender identities. And at the moment, we can definitely say that we are not experiencing equality despite of the equity available. And I will be telling that trans woman that the reason behind that is because the people are not yet willing to fully accept us. Same as what I have mentioned during my speech earlier, we exist, but we are not understood. Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Billy Labitaniado, number 47. Wow.
Okay. Now let's have our finalist number 3,
46.
La Victoria.
Here we go. Still have 3 ladies left.
I think the music is so loud.
Exactly,
So
that's
let's
why.
give them a certain amount of consideration, of course.
So now,
How are you? What are you doing? Oh my God.
she's just stretching, loosening it up.
She's a happy
Congratulations, Yang. Congratulations, Yang.
You cannot hear?
No, my ears right now is just like, you know,
What?
wow. Parang,
Okay. You have
Rock.
a nice voice.
ang sakit niyo, girl.
Okay. Are you ready now?
Of course, I have to be ready.
Okay. Even though you've heard rock music, use your vision. Here's the final question. A trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Once again, a trans woman has awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age without gender equity, there is no gender equality.
Thank
No
you very
timer.
much for that very difficult question. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable panel, equity is defined as giving everyone the similar opportunities as any given person without looking at their sexuality. I would simply tell this trans woman that without equity, there's no equality, because the basis of equality is definitely same opportunities as any Filipino or any citizen in any country. I would simply tell her that we have fought for our place here in this world. That before, yes, we are marginalized. Yes, we hid in the closets. But now, we trans women are multifaceted. No trans woman today is able to surpass their life without having multiple talents. That is why we are proud breadwinners. And standing before you, I am a breadwinner myself. I would simply tell her that with all of the opportunities that we have made in this world, the only thing that we should fight for is equal protection for LGBT members, because the law should always be equal to everyone, should not alleviate in any circumstance, because at the end of each day, every single individual should not be looked into based on their biology or sexuality. It should be looked based on what they can do as human beings. As they say, ladies and gentlemen, ignorantia facti non excusat, that the ignorance of the law should and must and never excuse no one. So always fight for Sojibil, for equity, for everyone. Thank you very much.
Number 46, Yang La Victoria.
Three ladies, and we have two remaining.
Two more to go, and now let's have number 39, Cara Olivia Ojales.
I just love watching the reaction of the judges. Sorry to that in. Hi.
Congratulations, Cara.
I love your calmness.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Are you ready now? Okay.
You should be, and you have no choice.
You can read the question. No timer.
A trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Again, a trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality.
If a trans woman has awakened after 100 years of sleeping, what will I tell her is that be brave. Because as the day goes by, we continue to experience discrimination and we are deprived to pursue our dreams. Even though we have the capability to be an impact to our society, yet the government cannot recognize us and give us the equal opportunity like the cisgender. And why does we cannot achieve equality without equity? Simply because even in our society, we LGBT community are bottling each other. We have this crab mentality wherein we are pulling each other's down. And we should eradicate that mindset. And instead, we should love one another, respect our individuality, and celebrate our diversity. Because indeed, there is beauty in diversity if we know how to understand, respect, and love one another. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a world where there is no feminism, machoism exists, only equality. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cara Ojales.
There you are. Okay. There is only one remaining candidate. And
Number
now,
34.
we're almost a minute away there. Yay. Okay. Sorry. Oh, you're beautiful in green, Miel. How was it being called the last?
Ang sakit.
Anong tugtog?
Sa tuhod.
Tuhod mo. Okay, but there's no excuse right now. You love to be beauty queen. Okay, forward a little bit. Here's the question. Okay, join me in reading with it. Okay, the final question is, a trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? Explain also to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Once more, a trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? And explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Reminder, no timer.
All right. So there are actually two questions here that I need to answer. A trans woman has just awoken after being asleep for 100 years. What will you tell her about what she missed in the experiences of trans women? I can tell her that she missed a lot, especially joining this kind of beauty pageant, since this is a beautiful platform for us trans women to voice out our opinion and to fight for what we believe is right. Explain to her why in this day and age, without gender equity, there is no gender equality. Well, the thing is that many people are still blinded by the common notion or belief that God only created men and women. But I want to use this opportunity to tell each and every one of you that please open your ears and listen. Open your heart and understand. Because we, trans women, are part of this world. And I will tell her, since she's just awoken up, that please enjoy your life. Enjoy what you missed. Be the best of who you are. And remember, you must live authentically. For I believe that nowadays, many people are trying to imitate others. Just be yourself. Because when we live with authenticity, we inspire others to do the same. Thank you so much.
And that wraps up, of course. Thank you so much. And that completes, of course, our final question and answer portion. Do you now have your own bets? Our candidates have spoken and we've heard their heartfelt answer. By now, I'm sure that they have made a strong and lasting impression with our judges.
Exactly. Having hosted Beauty Contest myself, I can tell you, Naimat, the interview segment really puts us and the candidates' nerves to the test. It was really a nerve-wracking experience.
Exactly. Ako naman, I have been joining pageants for almost 3.5 decades. Indeed, the Q&A measured the candidates' grace under pressure. Hindi madali sumagot sa mga mahihirap na tanong. That is why I salute our candidates for speaking their insights with grace and conviction.
I definitely agree, Nai, and I've been told that this year's batch of candidates went through a very demanding selection process. Hundreds attended the regional screening from Luzon, Visayas, and in Mindanao, but only 48 made it this far, so hindi talaga madali.
Talagang never naman naging madali ang proseso para makarating dito. Ngunit may kakilala ako na mas nahihirapan ngayon. Kilala mo ba sila, Naxi Jolo? Walang iba kundi ang ating panel of the board of judges. Kumusta kaya sila ngayon? Pero I know that most deserving will be crowned tonight. Magkakaiba sila ng insights.
Yes.
So maraming salamat sa ating mga minamahal na hurado for making a huge difference tonight. Palakpakan po natin, General. Come on, itaas pa natin ang energy!
Thank you so
Yay!
much, our fellow judges, for extending your time and sharing your expertise with us. Maraming salamat po. At this point, while the results are being tabulated, let us once again express our heartfelt thanks to the sponsors who made this event possible tonight.
Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 would like to thank the city government of General Santos, headed by the Honorable Mayor Lorely Geronimo Pacquiao, the Honorable Alberto Bobby Pacquiao, Bob's Pacquiao Foundation Incorporated, Cappadocia, Cappadocia Parfum, Cappadocia Jewelry, Looks Clinic, Smile Professionals Premier, Francis J. Martarid, the Honorable Salaway June Sumba Jr., Believe by J, Greenleaf Hotel Jensen, Golden State College, Ultimate Super Club, Veranza, Headquarters Super Club, Barangay Bula Council headed by the Honorable Nicanora T. Vargas, Barbie, Manang Princess Resto Bar, Tingog Party List, the Honorable Mayor Timmy Joy Torres Gonzalez, Tyson's Resto Bar, Pao Tuna Express, Batiday Fish Retailing, Birds Flower Creation, Tati Orok, DPI Print Solutions, Chick Boy Kitchen, HRT. Lynn Slim, Silencia, the Honorable James Regalit of Maito, Co-op National Party List, Attorney Maria Teresa de Divas Constantino. To all our partners and sponsors, maraming salamat po.
Once again, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. I'm sure they are more than satisfied with what they have supported here tonight.
And tonight, one deserving Miss Mandirigma will go home with pride and satisfaction, taking with her the prizes and perks generously provided by our sponsors.
This show wouldn't have been possible without the tireless efforts of all the members of the Mandirigma Philippines Association, of course, headed by the CEO, Ms. Amihan Zamora. Without these people, wala po tayong show ngayong gabi, kaya maraming salamat po, Madam.
Correct. Together with these people na walang tulog para lang maging maganda ang gabing ito, the production staff of Mandirigma PH Events headed by the President, the Artistic Director, Mr. Rinel Andrade, and all the members and staff of Mandirigma Events PH. Palakpakan po natin sila, Generals, come on! Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga pumapalakpak. Buong taon, sisertehin kayo hanggang January 2026.
Well, at siyempre dyan ay we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to our panel of judges who I'm sure face one of the toughest jobs tonight. Isang masigabong palakpakan po para sa ating mga horado ngayong gabi.
Correct. And of course, we also want to acknowledge and sincerely thank our dedicated service providers who have always been our side, supporting events like this. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po kayo.
And of course, to all of you, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Tonight, as we reach the end of tonight's event, we find ourselves at a moment of both celebration and reflection. It is a time to honor the remarkable journey of our reigning queen, who has graced us with her passion and purpose throughout her reign.
So, without further ado, I invite everyone to join us in honoring this extraordinary queen as she graces the stage. One last time, as the longest reigning Mandirigma queen, for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2023, Miss Arby Jean Bohian.
Good evening, magandang Jansan. Who would have thought simple provinciana would stand on the stage? I am a proof that where you came from does not limit where you can go. My presence here is bigger than me. It is for every girl from the province who dares to dream. I won Miss Mandirigma Philippines on my second attempt, the first time I left as Miss Mandirigma Tourism. I came back not because I was ungrateful, but because I believe I can do better. I returned with humility, hard work, and clear purpose to honor the communities and values that raised me. This victory is not mine alone. To my Mami Kata Galinito, Kuya Richard Sahol, RJ Dinglasa, Dada Howen, and Baby Hana, thank you for your love and strength. To my designers, Mark Sayad, Deborah Swain, Nikki Diasis, Mami Jesseline, Weng Alicarte, and Kuya Titing Solon, salamat for making me feel powerful. To Mami Amihan Zamora, and to the organization, your guidance means everything. To all aspiring queens, this path demands sacrifice, discipline, and resilience. Stay authentic, stay rooted in your values, and let your truth be louder than the noise. To the next Miss Mandirigma, serve with purpose, lift others, and make your year meaningful for the people and the provinces that need their stories be heard. This crown is a promise to represent the unheard and to turn a provinciana's dream into a platform for change. Maraming salamat, mabuhay Miss Mandirigma, Philippines.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2023, Miss RB Jean Buhian. Let's all give her a big round of applause.
Okay, now before this night ends, let's once more witness our top 5 finalists in their final group.
All right.
Jolo.
Okay, with pride and honor, here are your queens. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back our top 5 finalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, the top 5 finalists.
Bright heavenly body, your music can define you, and it sounds like. Fake coming from your lips, babe. Music to my ears, babe. Killers hope it's okay. Oh, you on my Friday. Reason to get my face. I love every part of you. Can we slow down? Yung lahat ko, wanna miss a thing. Ibigin kita mas sa teatrong buhay limitado. Bawat kisap ng mata, ikaw man ano. Shawty, you don't need no makeup. Brown-eyed chick, outside, beauty's in a pretty, pretty lady, big bang. Doesn't make sense, I see God in your face, girl, I mean it.
again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause from a thousands, of course, of applicants down to 48. Here comes our top 5, General Santos City. Palakpakan natin muli ang ating top 5 finalists.
Filipinas, we have come to the most awaited part of this event, the announcement of the rightful winners. The results are finally right now getting in, and we're all excited for that. But before we proceed, let's take a moment to thank those who have been instrumental in determining tonight's winners. Please give a big round of applause to our official tabulators, the College of Information Technology Education of Golden State College, headed by Sir Rainy B. Medina. Palakpakan po natin, guys. Maraming salamat po, our official tabulator.
Thank you so much. Diyos ko, nagkakagulo na ngayon sa live. Hi,
Samantha
Nakshi.
Bernardo.
Yes, bago siya magbinibining Pilipinas, judge siya doon sa Nueva Ecija, sa relative niya, host ako. Siguro magra-Grand International. I love you, Nak. Beautiful, walang pinagbago, ang payat.
Actually, same lang sila Tita Tits. Oh.
Actually, yung national director, nalilito ako kung sino yung Samantha
Oo
dyan.
nga eh.
Yung naka-itim o yung naka-maroon. Yes. Ganda ni Sam. Okay. Parang alam ko kung sino gumawa ng final question. I believe I have a hint who made the final question.
Nakatutok talaga yun. Nakatutok. So beautiful as always.
Okay.
General Santos City, who do you think is our 2025 Miss Mandirigma Philippines?
Facebook Live! Sino na ang mga gusto nyo? Huwag na naman mag-away-away, ha? Walang magaganunan. Anyway, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Sino kaya mag-uwi ng 300,000 pesos?
Wow, that's a lot of money. Kaya naman pala talagang pinupuntahan
Yes!
ang Mandirigma.
3 taga Luzon, 2 taga Mindanao. Anong isla ang magwawagi sa 3rd edition ng Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025? Anong isla? Luzon? Mindanao? Hindi probinsya ang sinabi ko, isla. Ano?
Luzon o Mindanao.
Aris talaga sila.
How about on this side, Luzon or Mindanao?
Luzon or Mindanao? Babalik ba sa Mindanao ang corona? Paano yung hindi? Mapupunta ngayon first time sa Luzon.
Nagkakagulo na sila, but of course, seeing them guys before, because while waiting for the results,
Yes.
we would like to acknowledge as well, Nai, aside from our local designers, we would like to acknowledge our handlers, makeup artists at the
Yes,
backstage.
andito sa likod.
They are our unsung heroes. Sila po yung
Correct.
nagpapakaganda sa ating mga candidates.
Jolo,
And
mag-hi
with that,
ka, Jolo.
they deserve a big round of
Jolo.
applause. Palakpakan po natin,
At
guys.
palakpakan po natin si Mimi Vice hanggang ngayon, nanonood, sumusuporta.
She's watching now.
Yeah, kanina pa.
Hello, Mimi Vice! Nako, this is Miss Mandirigma trending. Thank you so much, Mimi Vice, for watching.
Okay.
Such an honor.
Nakita ko ng result, di ko sasabihin. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come. Let us now proclaim our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 second runner-up.
Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 second runner-up will receive 50,000 pesos in cash, a bouquet from Bird's Flower Creation, free Botox session from Chuki and Choco HRT and Aesthetics, gift packs from Cappadocia Perfume, a crown, and a second runner-up sash.
This is definitely a beautiful surprise. Second runner-up for Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 is Mandirigma number 39, Cara Olivia Ojales.
From the province of North Cotabato. our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 first runner-up.
Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 first runner-up will receive 60,000 pesos in cash, a bouquet from Bert's Flower Creation, free Botox session from Chucky and Choco HRT and Aesthetics, gift packs from Cappadocia Parfum, a crown, and a first runner-up sash.
All right. Our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 first runner-up is... '34, Miel Marie Garcia of Pampanga.
Congratulations, Pampanga. Now this time, only 3 ladies left. This time we will announce the Miss Mandirigma Philippines Tourism.
Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 Tourism will receive 100,000 pesos in cash, a bouquet from Bert's Flower Creation, free Botox session from Chucky and Choco HRT and Aesthetics, gift packs from Cappadocia Parfum, a crown, and a Miss Mandirigma Tourism sash.
Our Miss Mandirigma Philippines Tourism is candidate number Billy Labitanyano, 47. Number?
We are so close tonight. Jenny Alessandro City and Pilipinas.
The strongest will emerge from this 48 equally deserving candidates. Jolo?
Earlier tonight, we started with 48 equally deserving candidates across the country. And now, we are down to our final 2, who still have the chance to winning the Miss Mandirigma Philippines crown.
We are now about to announce 2 important titles. Listen carefully, spectators and Facebook Live audience. Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 Pride and Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, the title of Miss Mandirigma Philippines Pride is crucial. Should the crown Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 be unable to fulfill her duties during her reign, she will automatically assume the role and responsibility as Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025.
Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 Pride will receive 200,000 pesos in cash, a bouquet from Bert's Flower Creation, free Botox session from Chucky and Choco HRT and Aesthetics, gift packs from Cappadocia Parfum, a crown, and a Miss Mandirigma Pride sash. And our crowned Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, she will be receiving a Miss Mandirigma Philippines sash, a bouquet from Bert's Flower Creation, free Botox session from Chucky and Choco HRT and Aesthetics, gift packs from Cappadocia Parfum, Maxima Victoria crown, and a cash prize of 300,000 pesos.
Okay, listen carefully, children, okay? We will first announce the winner, the title holder of Miss Mandirigma, meaning to say the remaining candidate is our Miss Mandirigma Pride. Again, uulitin ko, Tagalog ito. Ang una naming babanggitin, ang nanalong Miss Mandirigma na 2025. So, sino sa palagay nyo? Luzon or Mindanao? Luzon, Mindanao! Jolo, do the things. Announce our title holder for 2025, Miss Mandirigma Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025 is...
The Miss Mandirigma Philippines Grand Winner for 2025 is number 46, Young La Victoria!
And that means our Miss Mandirigma Philippines Pride is number 8, I.R. John Ranes.
Okay, we will award first, of course, our Miss Mandirigma Philippines Pride. Candidate number 8.
Once again, our Miss Mandirigma Philippines Pride, candidate number 8 from Cagayan de Oro, I.R. John Ranes.
What a tough evening.
Exactly, Naiman. I'm just so happy that we are finally have our this year's Miss Mandirigma Philippines.
That is why everyone should be able to know the difference between equity and equality. Equity is giving the opportunity that someone needs, while equality is giving the opportunity regardless of what you need. And I thank you. Yes. Yes. Exactly. I love you, Doc.
Congratulations once again, number 8, I.R. John Ranes from CDO, our Miss Mandirigma Philippines Pride. Thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to your Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, number 46, Young La Victoria of Tarlac City.
Ganda ni Sam. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Yang La Victoria, Panicky Tarlac. First time from Luzon.
Congratulations. And now we have from
Completed.
Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon.
The first title holder was from Visayas. The reigning queen is from Mindanao, and now it's Luzon.
And now we have Luzon. Congratulations. And of course, to the rest from our live audiences, I remember I saw some of my closest friends. Ronald Dadya is watching with his friends. Hello, Beth. Magandang gabi, welcome to Jensen. And to the rest of our friends here, Naimat, to Israel Kakay, and to the rest of our friends. And Lily Ardiente.
Lily is here. O yung mga
She's wearing Jessica Lewis
Brixie, thank
outfit.
you sa pagatid lagi. And thank you so much. We're just waiting for the crowning. And we will witness the first walk, of course, from Tarlac City, Luzon. Yang La Victoria is Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025.
Ayan, congratulations once again. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025, number 46, Yang La Victoria. You may take your first walk as Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Yang La Victoria from Tarlac City. And of course, we'd like to say hi to beautiful Brixie Morkaasi.
Hi sa lahat ng timbahay. Basil, hello Nakshi. And to everyone out there with the firecrackers, RBG, hello.
Bonnie Marigon de los Reyes and Chloe Smith-Regidor.
Once again,
Mutia,
we
Imperial,
extend
Jubilee.
our congratulations to our winners tonight. We also extend our congratulations to all our candidates for putting on a very impressive show tonight. You are all equally deserving of the crown. This has been your host, the oldest contestant, Matrica May Matmat Centino.
Ladies and gentlemen, goodness also to all the people behind this amazing show. And thank you so much, Mandirigma Philippines Association Incorporated, headed by Madam Amia Zamora and Sir Renil Tita Andrade. Maraming salamat din to KT Productions, headed by Sir Yaji Abangan. And of course, thank you for having me, ladies and gentlemen, General Santos and Mandirigma. It's really good to be back in Mandirigma. This has been your host, Jolo Garcia.
That is why Jolo for this, tapang, ganda at karangalan. Yan ang tunay na Mandirigma. See you at Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2026. Indeed, magandang Jensen and happy Tuna Festival. Generals, to God be all the glory. Thank you.
Ikaw at ako ay mga mandirigma.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice night. And once again, happy Tuna Festival. Love you all.
God bless. At ingat sa pag-uwi sa lahat ng mga taga-malalayong isla. We love you. I'm Jolo Garcia.
Lalaban sa ngalan ng pag-ibig at kapayapaan.
Once again, Jolo Garcia. Yan la Victoria Tala.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Miss Mandirigma Philippines 2025. Thank you so much and good night.
Basketball collapse sa stage. Wow, sir.
Lalaban sa ngalan ng pag-ibig at kapayapaan. Naniniwala magkakaisa.
Basta mag-collapse sa stage.